Like a metronome?
Yeah, exactly. Like a metronome, Jack. Way to go. The drummer Jack.
All right, you don't have to talk to me like
Hey,
I'm 5.
what's up? Episode 3, Huge Manhood. We're actually doing this.
Yep.
Have not put an episode out yet at this point, but it's going to happen soon.
We're planning on it.
Yeah.
Working on that, yeah. It's a lot of work to do
Yeah,
that.
behind the scenes guys working really hard.
Yep. Audio might be terrible this episode because I forgot my laptop completely, and we have to use GarageBand, and I didn't feel like taking the time to learn it before we do this, so I'm just kind of winging it. But all the mics should work. They just might not sound good.
We will find out.
Yeah,
Boys,
so-
how we doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
It's been a long week, but it's coming to an end as we record on this Thursday.
It's been, 2 weeks since the last time we did this?
No, it was last week.
No, it was...
Maybe a week from Saturday. Yeah, about 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Almost 2 weeks.
About
Almost
2
2
2
weeks.
weeks. Wow. Time flies when you're
Yeah.
podcasting.
Yeah.
Or when you're not.
Or when you're not podcasting.
Yeah, when you're not podcasting.
We may not have been recording, but we have been working diligently every day planning this show and
Yeah,
working
and
at it.
coming up with stories for you guys.
Yeah.
real life
A
stories.
lot of writing,
I
yeah.
don't think
In the
we've had
war room
a
writing.
single conversation. We all saw each other on Saturday. I don't think we talked about the podcast once.
I might have mentioned it to some people, but I don't think I talked to you guys
I
about
don't think
it.
that came up once for me.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
It was a long night. I really can't remember if we
Yeah.
talked about it. It may have come up. Maybe.
I
Maybe
think I
not.
talked to somebody about it, but I don't remember who.
How about that?
maybe-
Talk to somebody about it.
Maybe Arpan. Well, so it's out there.
All- yeah.
Yeah.
Now we have our little birds out there just tweeting
Yeah.
it along.
Mike, you're wearing a Jets hat. And
Yep.
I'm curious. Are you pumped
Intercept
right now?
cancer.
Nice.
Is that what the
Yeah.
color is?
Nice.
Yeah. I think it.
You pumped
Yeah.
right now? The
Oh,
Jets
cool.
seem not terrible.
Yeah, it feels good. We lost our star running back. That's tough. That hurts. But Jets fans can't always have good things, as we know. So,
All right, next.
yeah. This is not going to be a sports
We're not talking about
podcast.
sports.
That's
Yeah. No, but
No.
we're gonna talk about Mike loving the Jets because he's gonna
be heartbroken later in the year.
you being wasted at Jets game will be a part of this.
Oh yeah, but
podcast.
that's not.
It's a shame we're not
Sports talk.
recording this on Sunday at like 4 p.m. You could see
20
me in full.
seconds, Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not a sports guy, so.
All right, Jack doesn't want to talk about sports. Okay,
But I am going to the game this Sunday, so I will be. If you want, I can try to get some.
yeah.
I'll do some fan footage
Face,
of me walking
face
out of
down
the stadium.
somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
So
wandering
recently,
around.
I was talking to our friend Brian, who does not drink at all. Has he ever had a sip of alcohol in his life? Do you know?
Yep, he did a couple times.
Nice. He's had a couple sips.
Yep, when our friend got drafted to the MLB, he told him that
Oh, yeah, I
if
remember-
he
I
ever
remember
got
hearing about
drafted,
that.
he would drink a beer,
That's I
and
remember
he
that.
got drafted in the very later rounds. I know baseball is such a different. It's different for the draft. It's
But
like 30 rounds.
Yeah, something like
And
that.
he got drafted in like the 30th round.
But I bring him
Brian
up.
thought he was clear free for a while there, huh?
Yeah, he was probably hammered off that one beer too.
I bring him up because last time you guys went to a Jets game, he went with you, correct?
Yep. So did my fiance. Yep.
And then I asked him about it. I said, "How was the Jets game?"
Oh,
he said
God.
it was fun.
Yeah.
I said, "How was Mike?"
How did Mike do?
And he goes, laughs and goes, "He literally was the drunkest person I've ever seen."
Is that what he said?
That was his exact words.
And it's crazy because he's told me that about myself many times before.
I believe him because I've seen you like that before. Too.
It was bad. It was a cold, rainy September afternoon.
Take us through it.
It was a cold, rainy September afternoon, and as always, as a Jets fan, I convinced myself in the offseason that it's going to be different this year. Just like any sport, any fan of any sport, you convince
Mistake.
yourself that things are going to be different and blah, blah, blah. You did things the right way, whatever. Wasn't going so great early in the game, so I just kept pounding my $5 Busch Lights that I have at the game. And
As one does.
yeah, and I don't know. I was sick
tall
of my
boys?
seat, so I just started wandering around chatting with people in the stadium.
Oh my god.
And I left my fiance.
That's when you're
I
the
left
worst.
my fiance in the seats.
That's when you're at your worst, is when you start talking to random people.
Yep.
And
Yep.
there's just no pulling you away.
Nope.
Yep.
I was in the bowels of MetLife Stadium, like begging for cigarettes. It was crazy.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah, I got one too in the stairwell. It was great.
Every time we're at the Pickle, you'll be like, "All right, I'm going to get beers," and then 5-10 minutes will go by,
Yeah.
and I'll just see you globbing on to some random person, usually like a 45-year-old dude.
Out of respect for me, I would say globbing isn't fair.
what does that mean, globbing?
I don't know. It sounds like I'm like leached on them. Like I find people like me who just want to be drunk and have a chat.
It's usually you like talking a lot to this person, like enthusiastically.
Yeah, but they're generally loving it. You got to give me that. People usually
sometimes
don't. People
not.
don't really kick me away, do they?
They're usually giving me looks like, get this guy away from me.
Oh, really?
I mean, there's like a. I'm sure that happens at first, but I feel like they get to a point where they're like, I've had enough.
I wouldn't blame them. I'm sure if I was talking to Amir, I would have said the same thing.
I do
But-
similar things. I wasn't trying to rip on you.
No, I know. It was more the word globbing just didn't.
Did you make that word up?
It didn't feel good.
Globbing.
Yeah. Don't look at me like that. That's a word. Globbing.
Globbing sounds like if you were like a blob and you
Dude,
like engulfed something.
Do you think
Would you
that's a
be a
real
glob?
word? Look, is that? Yeah, like look that up right now. Is that a real
Globbing's
word? You want to put money on
I
it?
remember back in college when people used to do dabs.
But it has to be your
Dabbing?
definition.
When people used to do dabs in college, they would say that they were doing a glob, like a fat dab.
Oh! I think
Like,
you
I'm
meant
And that's kind of what I meant. Like your
So I'm
glob,
dabbing?
and it's like your glob, and it's on. The glob gets on something.
See, that's
you're
what
globbed on.
exactly. A lump of semi-liquid substance, thick globs of melted mozzarella cheese. So that's what you think I do to people.
globbing.
This might
Sounds
this
like
might be
sounds
like a
like
safe, this
sounds
might be
like a
like a
hobby.
safe search thing. I don't know.
Sounds like a hobby. Oh boy, here we go.
Oh God, it's fucking.
Globbing.com. Globbing warehouse.
I don't know if I'd click
looks
that.
Arabic.
Actually, go ahead, click it. Fuck it. Oh, that's hilarious. Look at that.
Cute little giraffe.
Ooh.
Uzbekistan.
Armenia, yeah, wow.
Which
Look,
country? Hey, which country's website do you want to log?
we're
I
not
don't
we're not
like any
allowed.
of them.
we're not-
Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan.
Don't launch any of them.
no, it's Mike's laptop, remember?
Yeah.
On my Wi-Fi. So Paul's in the clear here.
But that is very funny that
worried
that's
about?
that half-ass fucking Toys R Us giraffe somehow got the globbing website.
But did you notice we weren't allowed to click on Russia, Brazil, and like
Censored.
Belarus?
Yeah.
But we can click on. I don't even know. What
Kazakhstan.
yeah, I'm sure that's even better.
Yeah. The freedom of Kazakhstan.
But what is globbing? There's just a warehouse about it.
Globbing warehouse.
But anyway.
I think how I used the word, it made a lot of sense. You latch on to people, and
Did
it
these
seems,
Eastern
I know what you mean. I know what you. I do tend
know
to do
you
that.
did.
do these Eastern countries pay you to just drop globbing on here, and so now people are looking it up?
back pocket,
Nice.
I don't know. I guess.
I do it too.
I guess.
spread their word.
I guess I like
Yeah.
to think when I'm doing it, I recognize I'm doing it, even though I'm hammered, but that I'm not like sloppy. Where globbing sounds like sloppy. Where again, it's like. Case in point, this weekend, at certain points, some people needed to leave the party. They were a little bit out of hand. I feel like that was a
Yeah,
better
we should.
globbing.
I mean, we should give some more context to that. Mike had a very, very fun Halloween party this past week.
Yep.
Yeah, he actually returned me my costume. It's right
Yep.
here. I'm not gonna put it on, but
You should.
100
I would.
likes. Paul's gonna wear the next episode.
Yeah.
Don't.
But yeah, it was one of the first big parties me and my fiance had at our new house, and you know she was stressed out about it setting it up. I feel like it was a pretty big success.
It was a hit.
It was
my gun.
huge at some points. There was some points I'd either walk into the downstairs area or
When
open
I
the
showed
door
up, I
and
was
it
like overwhelmed. I was like, oh my god, there's so many people here.
Who?
When I showed up,
showed
I
up,
was
yeah.
overwhelmed. I was like,
when I showed up, there was a bunch of kids there.
Yeah, well, I tried to. It worked out
the last
exactly how
one
we
left
wanted it to.
when I arrived. Yep, there we go.
Fake gun.
Big gun.
Show 'em
I
if-
was Jesus.
Yeah.
You take the
It was a
silencer
hit.
off,
It
it's
was a hit.
louder.
People loved it. There's a picture, Paul, of you and then Julie and all of her friends, and it's spectacular.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I was
picture.
surprised. Never got posted anywhere. I was looking forward to seeing that.
I couldn't tell you. I deleted all my social medias. It feels very good. I just have Twitter.
Yeah.
But yeah, the party was a hit.
It
I'm
was
glad
really
you guys
fun.
liked it. We have some leftovers. I brought over leftover cupcakes here
Yeah,
because
so
I've been
help
eating
yourself.
cupcakes for 5 days in a row.
There was so much food there.
I've been eating so many sweets.
Yeah.
I just found. I was like, I'm probably not gonna eat. I'm just gonna drink, and I
I
ended up
don't
stuffing my
think there was
face.
so much food there, and I don't think I had any sort of dinner.
There was
had-
a lot of desserts, and like it's hard for people to be like, hammered. Let me eat 10 cupcakes.
There was a charcuterie board. I think that was basically my dinner.
yeah.
But I realized that the next day when I was fucking in hell and had never felt worse in my life.
Were you very hungover?
I don't
felt
think
like
I
shit.
ate anything last night. Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
Very
I felt
hungover?
like
Yes.
shit.
Yeah.
I was not hungover
I had to go to work,
really at
too.
all. I just was so out of whack. I felt like
drunk.
yeah, but I just felt like the days didn't make sense to me. I went to bed so late and then woke up so early and took so many random weird
Did you
naps.
take off on Monday?
No.
Wow, I'm surprised. It's a
I
big
work
move,
from
right?
home, so it allows me to
That's true.
do what I have
So
to do.
jealous. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You
Never intoxicated or under the influence, but I can be
How
hungover and it's not
often
that
do
hard.
you beat on the clock?
Well, we get, everyone has breaks.
Yeah.
So I'd probably say I give myself, I don't know, 8 to 10 breaks a day. No, I'm joking. I don't know.
Those are good numbers. Keep that up.
8 to 12 5-minute breaks a day.
5 minutes.
It's a lot of sitting. I got to keep the heart rate up somehow.
Yeah.
So I do what I can.
Yeah.
But no, it was definitely, It
was
took
a very
me,
fun party.
I feel like as you get older, that's what it is. It's like maybe the hangover. Certain days you get hungover more than others, obviously, like whether it's what we eat or smoking or all the drinking. But I just like can't get my head straight for a few days after like a heavy night of drinking. So it took me until like Tuesday afternoon to
I don't want to do anything either.
really be feeling like, okay, I feel normal again. I get things straight. So, but it was great. I mean, like I said, everyone that I talked to seemed to have, they loved the party.
I thought we'd open up and just riff on the party for a good 20, 30 minutes, but I feel like I'm realizing now none of us really retained much of it.
No.
Trying to think of like, funny things. I mean,
trying to think of events.
It all happened so quick.
It was just a great big party. That's like the good thing is that there wasn't really like, moments or anything that popped up because generally at a party those are really funny, and then for the homeowner it's usually really funny because someone does something really stupid, and then I have to like deal with it.
I had this gun. I had a grenade.
MP5,
it's probably in here somewhere.
Hey, treat that like it's loaded. Don't point that at me.
Yeah, you were pointing that at everyone all night, and I was really freaking out a little bit.
Treat it like it's
anyone get
always
hurt?
treat it like
Anyone
it's
get
loaded.
shot?
Always treat it like it's loaded.
I think someone did get shot, actually.
I know gun
You
safety.
don't remember? Jesus.
I know gun safety.
Yeah, I can see that. Jesus.
Look at that. Look at that.
Have you
Paul also had this is a funny story. You'll probably get mad at me for telling. Paul also had a grenade. And he hadn't seen my mom in like 3 years at least, and how he
I don't think
like
it's been that long.
has it been less than
3
that?
years? Jeez.
3 years? I've seen your mom.
Well, however long it's been, hadn't seen my mom
Important
in
detail.
It's 5 years,
a
actually.
period of time, and how you like said hi to her is you had a fake grenade and you threw it up the stairs, like pretending to like blow up the kitchen
Oh,
full
yeah, I
of people,
remember that.
and then you chased up the grenade like a happy dog, and then you kind of like looked up, like, hey. And said hi to my mom. It was very funny.
You're tossing that thing all over the place.
Yeah.
It
well,
was very
took
funny.
me,
I was cracking up.
Like 2-3 hours had gone by, and the grenade was just sitting like on my hip, and I was like, "Why aren't I tossing this place?"
Enter every room that you should enter should be clear. And
I think that was the first time I did it too. I think I was walking up the stairs, and I had like a stealth sort of like around the corner look, and I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
you
I
were
should just toss the grenade."
checking.
Should have
corner
brought a real
store.
flashbang.
I know.
That would have
Thought
been hit.
about that. They
Yeah.
don't sell those at Walmart. This is the only gun
They
they had
might
at
might down
Walmart.
south.
I guess kids don't play with guns anymore.
Well,
I
if
feel
you
like there's a
go to the
reason
right
for
Walmart, if you go to the right Walmart, you can buy a gun.
Yeah, if you go a couple
Yeah.
states, either like to the west or south, you can buy. I mean, good
Yeah.
God, if it's in stock, if it's not sold out.
Yeah, not this liberal sodomite state of New Jersey.
Bastards,
God damn
man.
it.
Goddamn bastards.
Kids can't buy
We
guns.
should go shoot Mike's guns soon.
We should.
Yeah,
a
I
lot of
know.
fun. I
They
love
need
it.
to. I know. I don't even know why we got it. We got to shoot 'em.
That one
Yeah.
place,
They're sitting collecting dust.
Freedom.
the one place is way better than the other place that we shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So much better, so much
Yep.
nicer.
That's where I got them
Shoot
both.
with you guys.
That's
Yeah.
where I got
Have
them
you done it
both.
before?
I've shot a gun before. I don't think I've been to a gun range.
It's I've never shot a gun out of a gun range.
It's a
which
lot
I'd
more
like to
fun
do.
outside, but Jersey
bet.
does not have like any outdoor gun range.
There is one, I think.
Unless you go like way south.
I've shot a pistol.
But I would just love to
into
do
the
it,
Rio
like-
Grande River.
Really?
Yeah,
Or is that
when
your
I was-
grandparents' house in Texas?
I went hunting at the border of Mexico
Is
when
that
I was
what-
10.
Is that when your dad? Tell this
when-
With the sniper scope? Yeah, you got to tell it.
Okay, this is a great story. So we're deer hunting. By the way, boring as shit.
Did you get any?
Does anyone need a beer before?
I just
Yes,
got
I
my
do.
second.
I do.
He's got one.
I'm
Okay.
good. You
All
can
right,
get me another one
I can
while
hear
we're
you,
up.
so you can keep going.
Thanks.
It's been a long week, so get me another one. I'm gonna chug these.
So we're
I'm gonna show the
hunting.
pod what I can really do here.
Hunting at the border of Mexico. I'm with my dad in what do they call those things?
What were you hunting at the border, dude?
Deer. We were hunting deer. Deer
Okay,
hunting.
My bad.
What are the? I forget what they're called. The little like stands, like hut things that
Like
you,
a deer?
blinds. Blinds.
They're called blinds.
I think.
Okay, I believe. You're talking about just like a stand in the tree that you'll like,
Yeah.
have positioning. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called a blind. I might
Okay.
be completely wrong.
We can look it up.
Sitting
We'll all
there-
learn together.
I mean, hour 6 of just like sitting there in fucking silence.
Eating beef jerky, trying to like
Yeah.
make a
So
relationship.
you were-
with
you were
your
having a
father,
great
failing.
time.
Yeah, just waiting for
So
a
much fun.
goddamn deer to just walk
You were-
up
you were
and give me
10?
it. Finally, one does. And it was like, oh shit, there's a deer, there's a deer. My dad, we decided to let my dad take the shot.
Very nice of you to do. I'm
You,
sure
there
it will
there was
work
an
out.
option for you to take the shot.
Yeah, I shot at a couple deer. I was like 11.
Shot
Okay.
a couple deer.
Shot at a couple.
Oh, okay.
What'd you have? Do you remember what kind of like rifle?
No,
you
no
had?
idea. Some sort of rifle.
A lot of kick to it though.
Was-
It's got
was it
if it's a
green?
deer gun.
Was it green with the orange silencer on
I
it?
don't remember the gun.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we decide that my dad will take the shot. You know, there's a lot to it. You don't just see it and shoot. You gotta like wait for the right time. You
Gotta-
want to.
Did he do one of these?
Shoot like.
Get the wind.
You know, like how you want to like. There's like a certain spot
You want to hit him in the heart. You want to kill him right away. You don't
but
want
you
him.
like when you're shooting it from the side, it's like. It's on all fours. It's like right under.
Yeah, it's under its.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you
sure.
miss and you hit like the stomach, like you're fucked.
You have to
Like,
chase it and.
You have to
you're,
chase it
you're hurting
and,
an animal. You don't want to hurt it when you hunt.
Yeah, but also it doesn't affect like the meat and stuff. It's like the
Maybe
I
it
think
gets
so.
poisoned or something.
I
I
don't
don't know.
But anyway, so my dad's gonna take the shot.
Sure.
He lines it up. He shoots. Nails it. Great hit.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah,
I didn't know
he
that part
got it,
either.
He got it. And then I'm like, yay, we got one. Finally. This is so boring. And then I just hear him go, oh, fuck. I look to my right. I see like a little opening right in between my dad's eyes. And I just see blood just start coming out of it. Like not a small amount. He took the kickback from the scope right in between.
Did he
the
not have it
eyes.
on his shoulder?
That's what it had to be.
I think
He
was
must
just
have had
like-
a little bit of room or something because it should have kicked into his shoulder.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't remember. This was like coming on.
Did he have to get any
coming on
stitches?
20 years ago. I think he did get stitches.
A couple
yeah.
at least if he
Wow.
was, yeah, because that's like
Yeah.
one of those like soft tissue.
But he
areas
got
where,
the
like, you
deer.
Split it.
Yeah, nailed it.
That's
we
awesome.
had venison. You shoot at deer. You have deer meat for like 6 months.
I've never had it before.
Yeah, I've never had venison either. I've
It's
always
good.
heard it's very gamey. So it like like when people say like this is a very fishy fish.
It's a very.
We don't know that. I feel like because I've never had anything that I could think of that's very gamey, but they say like it's very gamey, like
Yeah, I don't even
venison
know.
meat. Where like I don't know if that means it tastes bloodier or what. but-
I think it's like kind of like drier ground
Okay.
beef.
I would
Like,
eat it. I just haven't. You don't go to restaurants and
It's
see
like,
deer. Everywhere.
Yeah. I don't. Why do they call it venison too? Why don't they just call it deer?
It's a Google
Look it
search.
up. Let's pull it up.
No one ever thought of that.
But,
before?
Have you guys ever been hunting?
No,
No,
I
I
don't
never
think I'd
have.
ever like hunting.
It's pretty boring.
I would go bird hunting.
yeah, I was just gonna say that. I would. Love
I
to do
actually
that.
think my next gun I'm gonna get is gonna be a shotgun.
I
for,
would
like, that
love to go
purpose.
bird hunting.
And it also doesn't seem like it would break my heart that like I really don't think
The
I'd
o-
be able to shoot a deer.
The only
I
thing
don't
is,
think I'd be able to do it.
The only thing is,
Call me sus. I don't know.
The only thing is, I just don't know what a
Oh, that's
big
sick.
bird.
That's such a sick thing. Look at
The
that.
word venison derives from the Latin word
Venner, I'd say venner.
meaning to hunt or pursue. Following the invasion and establishment of royal forests, any hunted animal will be called venison.
Ooh, why is it called beef and not cow? Click that one. That's true.
I never even thought of that.
Yeah, me neither. We're talking about venison.
And pig's called pork.
Yeah. Holy shit. That's so crazy. Because I've heard people say it before, like, wow, it's venison. Why do they call it venison? It's like, why the fuck do we call it beef?
Oh, French.
The French referred to cow as beef
Yep.
and then got morphed to today's beef. Isn't it funny how that's how a lot of words came about?
But
like-
what does bœuf mean in French?
Cow.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is?
And then
Oh, the French for the cow is bœuf. But I mean,
but then they also call like I believe besides steak, but they'll call like.
wait
ground
a
beef
second,
bœuf.
real quick. The biggest thing about the internet is checking your sources. Can we trust Spoon University?
University.com/lifestyle.
Well, it's probably a cooking school.
You're a cooking school.
Really?
That is very funny though. That, again, like we all had the same like, why do they call it venison? And then it just kind of circles
Never
back
even-
to like, why is any meat called what it's called except
Look
for
at how
chicken?
this woman spells her name.
Yeah, I don't trust anything this lady's talking about.
Yeah.
Brianna.
With its capital A in the middle of her name? No way.
that's-
But
No
anyway.
way.
That's preposterous.
Yeah, deer hunting, I don't think I would do it unless I was buzzing, because at that point, I mean, who cares? But I would definitely go bird hunting. I think that would
It
be
is
a lot
on
of fun.
my
And
bucket.
what's cool about bird hunting, sorry, real quick to interrupt you, is because my grandpa loves doing this, and he's told me, you just like comb through an open field with your shotgun down, and then you basically spook them up into the air. Like, so how fun is that? Like a deer, you have to wait.
And it's
And then it pulls its head up, and you just stare it in the fucking eye, and then you put a hole through its heart.
And it's not
A
that hard.
bird,
to
it's just like, well, you just blast it in the sky.
it's not
great.
that hard to hit a bird.
And you're hitting them with like BBs
Yeah.
because it's just like bird shot, which is just obviously shotguns or scatter. I don't know.
When my brother lived in Texas, he went skeet shooting a lot, and he said he fucking loved it.
Yeah, skeet shooting
Yeah,
seems
but-
like a blast.
Yeah.
Plus, you don't have to be that accurate. You don't have to
Like-
worry
it's like
about
a rich man's hobby.
Yeah. But
or
it's
just pull. Yeah, right.
It's on my bucket list to go boar hunting with my dad.
Where do you go boar hunting?
Would you shoot it with a bow
Florida?
and arrow or like a
No,
gun?
we just do a gun probably.
You know what you should do? Have you ever seen these on social media? People go boar hunting in helicopters with like ARs, and you just fucking like pill them.
Yeah, it's like
Because boars are like ravenous.
the
Like they'll
state governments have to pay people to do that
Yeah.
when certain animals get overpopulated.
Yep, and boars
In
are
Canada,
scary.
Canada, they have to mow down bears all the time because they're overpopulated.
Yeah, I believe it.
Dude, I went to Mountain Creek Water Park over this summer. Actually, end of the summer. Me and Angie, and you know how it's in the mountains, like upstate.
Hence the name.
And so we were there literally 5 minutes. We hadn't even gone on a slide yet, and all of a sudden you hear like lifeguard whistles like crazy, like nonstop. And I'm like, what the hell? And like people start running. They're like, there's a bear up there. And I'm like, no way. And like there's half the people are like running away for it, and then there's like another half of people are like, oh, I want to see the bear. And like we get up, so we wait online for a slide that the bear wasn't near. We get up, and the lifeguard's like, yeah, he does this every day. He goes with that garbage can, that garbage can, that garbage can, and then he leaves.
I mean, listen.
And it's like he's like, yeah, this is just a daily thing.
You know what's good though? It's nice to see. The bear has its routine. The lifeguard has its routine. Like it's perfect harmony.
And then like the bear didn't even like care about like anybody. Like he was literally just doing his thing.
They only will attack people if they're hungry.
But
Like,
you think,
if
but
there's
my favorite
shortage
thing
of
was like,
food.
all right, the lifeguard is just gonna blow its whistle at it when it starts to like go after somebody. Like, stop it!
Hey. I see you.
And, like they were just, it was just so funny. It's like, wow, we're in the mountains. Like, what do you expect? You know?
yeah, that's a good point. There were a lot of bear. Like I don't know if it's been recently or we've seen. I got a bear story.
I forgot about this.
I got a bear
Do I
story
know
this year.
one?
Maybe not. So where we live is pretty close to the water, like the ocean. So
There's no bears.
you wouldn't expect there to be bears. But the last couple of years, as I've been living in this town, you know, once a year or something, you'll see something on like our local, you know, Facebook page or whatever that like
Which
there's
is amazing,
a bear
by the way.
sighting or whatever.
Our local Facebook page is unreal.
We'll have to get into
We'll
that.
spend time on that for sure. But the last couple of years, I'll see some article or some post that like, oh, heard, you know, from this park or this ranger, blah, blah, bear. It's like, okay, how is that fucking possible? He's got a mile to the ocean. There's plenty of other bear territory that way.
There's no mountains.
How did they get there? Whatever.
What brought them here? Good garbage.
So I go running a lot in like the local park, and I had been hearing about this bear, and my fiance's like worried about it, and I'm like thinking like, okay, well, I mean, I don't know. It's like I'm not gonna change my routine
for a bear.
if the park's closed. Listen, I know it sounds stupid. If the park's closed, the park's closed. But like just because there was a bear sighting 2 towns over, I'm not gonna like not go for a run in the park. But one morning I'm going for a run, and sure enough, because I run to the park. There's no cars in the parking lot, and as I'm like doing the circle around, they have like a track right outside the park, like before I go into the woods. I see a fucking cop car flying up to me like on this track, which is pretty abnormal. And he pulls right up to me. I never told you this story. He pulls right up to me, and he rolls in the window. And I go, "Is the bear here?" And he just goes, "Uh huh." And it was kind of great because like you had seen this stuff on social media, but like they post a fucking like stock image picture of a bear, but like I want to know what our bear looks like. I want to know what our bear's name is. Like this is our bear. So it was like, did you see it? And he was like, I didn't, but another ranger didn't. I was like, was it just one? He's like, I'm not sure. Like me and him just started having this bear conversation right in the middle of the park, and I needed to get as much information.
Did you walk
as
to
I
the park or did you drive there?
I ran to it.
So you didn't. Did you have to run through the park to get back home?
No. So no, I didn't actually like get into the wooded area of the park yet. I had just like crossed the threshold across the street, and there's like an outdoor track before you get into the park.
By the
So
high
I
school?
was like run along the track. I was at what?
By the high school?
I was at Hartshorn. No, so I was
Oh,
down
okay.
by like the bridge
Oh, okay, go.
area. But it was funny, and then like again, like I was excited because again, like if just like any kind of drama, like if I'm
So
the
the
guy,
cop-
if I know about
exciting.
this bear,
Bears are
people-
exciting,
if
yeah.
I'm-
So the cop warned you about the bear and then he just left you there?
No, he told me I had to go. So I was like, so I can't
So
run here.
the-
And he was like, no, you got to get out of here, dude. Like, the bear's here, for real. So I had to leave.
Now,
So he short
The
my
bear
arm.
killed no one, by the way, in our town.
No, I mean, nothing had
Everyone survived the bear.
Yeah.
the Middletown Bear. Who would have
Well,
thought?
that's
Zero
why-
casualties.
Because wouldn't it have been
The-
funny if he tells me, he's like, listen, kid, between you and me, it's like a cub. It's like the size of a small dog. Then I would have information that's really funny.
You'll be fine.
Not even
It's a
that, but like
cub.
then I have information that's funny. I saw like a smear campaign on the gut. You know, it would be awesome.
Now, if a bear lives in central New Jersey, is that an all trash diet? You know, like there's no salmon around here. I don't think
I
there's
don't
a
think
lot
every
of
bear-
wild blueberries.
I don't think there's many in central New Jersey.
He's not wearing a red T-shirt looking for honey somewhere with poo written on him.
No pants.
Yeah, he's no pants on. No, I don't know. I don't
Who
know
never
what.
wears
I think
pants?
it's black bears in New Jersey. I think that it's not like they eat salmon. I'm sure they eat fish if they can get them. I would say it's probably
I think they'll eat.
a
anything
lot
they
of
get their hands
foraging.
on.
They'll eat stuff out of the
Yeah.
garbage. And then
Berries.
That's what I'm saying. It's an all trash.
yeah, but if they can eat a squirrel, I'm sure they fucking eat a squirrel.
Type in like like bear population of New Jersey and like see where.
I know we have more than we think.
What do you mean, like different species of bears, or like how many there are?
We should tag the next bear we see.
3,158.
Oh damn it! I was gonna say let's take a guess. I was gonna guess 3,000.
You weren't.
Maybe I saw that number before. I was gonna guess. I can't remember.
North of Interstate 78. Yeah, NJ.gov. 3,158. Wow, dude.
That's
Yeah,
a
but
very
that's
exact
as of-
number.
Yeah.
That's as of what 2019.
Like 3 months ago.
How do they get that exact
2022.
number?
June 2022.
Oh shit, you're right. What was I gonna say?
I don't understand. They counted all the bears.
I wonder if they counted the one that I saw.
Did they make them do
Or
that?
the
What's
thing.
that thing they make us do?
census?
A census for yeah. They made the bears do a census.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sent that census forms.
It does make you think like how they get estimations on stuff like that though.
There's
Dude, I think
3158. That's such a specific number.
Yeah, that is
It's not like 3,100, 3,200 maybe.
Maybe they like tag them.
ask.
They tag
Paul,
the
look up what
bears.
they eat. What do
do
bears in and J?
What the hell are they doing in New Jersey?
That's a good point. They might tag bears. I don't know.
in New Jersey, what do they?
skunk cabbage?
You guys know what skunk
Yeah.
cabbage is.
I
right?
am not familiar.
Well,
It's like that stuff that's always in marshes. It kind of looks like cabbage, but it smells terrible.
They also eat
Hence the name.
bees.
Yeah, Pooh Bear. You should know that. Honey.
no salmon on there.
Damn.
Those must be like Alaskan bears.
And no trash either.
There's probably no
Well,
salmon.
they don't want to.
There's probably no
They don't want to
salmon.
embarrass them.
Supplement their diet with food or garbage left out by people.
Yeah, they don't want to
supplement.
They don't want to
supplement
embarrass
with
the
trash.
bears.
Yeah.
They want to
Supplement
say,
with
you know, whitetail.
I do the same thing.
Actually, that's true. I eat all that stuff too, and I usually supplement it with
No,
trash.
but to your point, how you said like, how do they know? You said like, how do they know there's 3,158? I think about that a lot with like animals. Like, they're like a dog's vision looks like this. Like, how do you did it tell you that? Like, how the fuck do you know?
Well, that I feel like you can. That's just
Like, I
that's
get it.
just
They
science,
like they
you know
like
what I mean?
study it, but I feel like they
Well, they
must.
probably could take the eyeball out and like I don't know what the fuck.
You never heard
they
they did an eye transplant from a dog and a human?
No way. But I'm saying like
No
if
way. No way. It's our
just
first
saying,
South
like,
Park reference of the day.
If something like if they were able to do something like that, I bet like it would be like, oh, we were way off. Like
Oh.
I don't know, I don't buy it.
In certain
sometimes.
things, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's just science. To me, like
I don't think they'd be
to
way
me, what's
off.
crazy about the Bears is like Jack said,
think
it's like
maybe-
a very specific
Maybe.
and random. Like how would they possibly keep track to give a finite? Like if it says roughly 3,000, sure,
Yeah,
easy
but
to run with that.
3,150
3,158. Like what? You know what I mean? Do they know if there's like a bear that's pregnant that's about to give birth and it gave 2 cubs? So
Like,
now
how do they
it's
know about a bear if
3,160?
it's not on a Facebook page? You know, that's the only time I've ever
If a
heard
bear
about
didn't
bears.
post about a political issue, how would they know it's there?
Yeah, that too. Does it happen if no
I
one
think-
posted on
I bet-
Facebook?
No.
I bet bears would generally lean a little right.
Back.
Bears
Yeah,
are old
I
school
feel-
for sure.
Yeah,
Bears are
I don't know.
old.
they-
family values.
I don't. They
A
don't
actually, I'm starting to think a little bit right.
they eat it. They,
God country.
No, yeah, the Bears are. Yeah,
but they look. They have a
the right to
mostly
bear
like
arms.
a.
I mean, are you kidding me?
That's
Case
true.
closed. Case
Come on,
closed.
come on.
But it looks like they eat a lot of vegetables and stuff, though. So they're kind of
Small
like
mammals.
They're almost vegetarians.
Are bears kind of fucking?
Wow. So maybe they're not right wing if they're.
That's the only. I'm looking at it right now.
Maybe
so
bears are like they're right wing, but they're learning. They're being progressive.
Who knows?
Yeah, they're shifting.
They've gotten a lot of shit from their kids, and they're like, "Fucking a, all right, I'll give it a shot."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's
They're-
got it.
they're
But when it comes
adapting.
down to it, if they see someone, they're gonna fucking eat them and say, "Fuck you."
You know, like in the '80s, like they would have probably said some rough stuff that would have.
They'd have long
But
hair.
nowadays they're learning. Yeah,
They'd have long
yeah,
hair in the '80s. Yeah.
Yeah. They have a nephew that's gay or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Anyway, I want to get back to maybe just a little bit about the Facebook
Our bear can.
Atlantic
Sorry, that
Highlands
just threw me for a loop.
well, let's look into
Atlantic Highlands Facebook page.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one post? I don't know if it was real or not, but it was some guy like wanted to borrow someone's boat because like he saw. I think there's something else going on, like
Oh, yeah,
something in the water. He's like, "Yeah, I'll borrow the boat. Like I'll anchor it out, and then like I'll swim back somewhere. Or something
I
like
forgot
that.
about. We were talking about that when we had breakfast that one day.
Yeah,
I think it was you, me, and Paul. We were having breakfast. I can't
was
remember
something
what that was
ridiculous.
about.
but
But those Facebook, I mean, I never forget one. I show my brother because I have it screenshot and it comes up with my time hop every year. There was one where, who's that?
It's some ad. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm looking
well,
at
it
what-
works.
not a
What
bear.
caught my attention.
Bears.
It was someone was selling a used like clarinet on Facebook Marketplace.
Put a
and
pin
it
in
was
that.
like,
Put a pin in that. Back to what
Okay,
we
yeah,
just
sure.
said. 2 male bears were last year observed regularly having oral sex at a wildlife sanctuary in Croatia.
no way. Bears have oral sex.
I was gonna say like,
Bears blowing each other. I think they were 69ing.
yeah, but
Report: gay bears enjoy oral sex.
Oh man, we were way off. They're not right wing at all.
oh man, that's really funny.
Well,
wonder if they were
they're
actually,
they're in captivity. It's pretty
Doing
much
it in a
being like
sexual
in
manner,
jail.
though, where if they were.
So I mean, that's what they have to do.
Like it's just like a biologist or whatever the fuck they're called, a park ranger. And then routinely we studied them. They were in the 69 position. And
Yeah.
The first
Then they took
observations of
turns.
long-term recurrent fellatio and brown bears
Fellatio.
kept in proper condition. That sentence is hard to read
They're
for me.
they're in
I know I can't
captivity.
read,
It's like
but
being in jail, dude. What do they do in jail? They blow each other too.
That's facts.
oh, these are captive
Wait a second.
bears?
Are bears?
You said the
possible-
zoo.
Are bears able to be gay, or are they just gay for the stay?
Do they even know what they're doing?
That means when people go to jail, like they'll satisfy their sexual desires, even though they're not gay, but you're quote gay for the stay.
28 instances.
They're the same two bears.
Damn. So them bears
That's-
was getting
that's-
bopped.
That ain't no mistake.
Provider always initiated the contact involving vigorous penile sucking that appeared to result in ejaculation.
This is a troll article. There's no way that this is real.
Is this still
It's
bestiality?
too like involved.
Yeah, this.
Imagine paying a guy like you need to go back down to the zoo and make sure that they're still doing it.
I bet a lot of people are like, good for
You mean the
those
gay bears
bears.
giving each other head? That's
Good for
right.
those bears.
Yeah, let those bears live their lives.
No, I'm happy for the bears. I don't know. This
Are you?
seems too.
Are you?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Everyone should be able to do whatever the fuck they want. Who cares?
And now, come to think of it, it all makes sense because
Whoa. If the receiver's genitals were not exposed, the provider would push his head into the pelvic region or use his paws to separate the hind
Wait,
hind
do
legs.
bears have to get red rockets, or do they have an exposed dick at all times?
I don't know too much about bear dicks, but it makes a lot of sense because in terms of humans, when a human is gay and they're a little larger, they're called a bear.
Whoa.
Why would you know that, Paul?
Because everybody knows that.
Because he loves bears.
It all comes back to bears. Bears are cool.
All right, but should we get back to this Facebook page?
That was just a lot to take in. I'm not gonna lie. That was an crazy.
And
article.
I was looking this up. It
Can you
seems
scroll
like
a little
you guys-
more?
You guys like forgot why you wanted to bring it up. Ooh, we have a lot.
Yeah,
more.
there's after initial licking of the penis, the provider would find a more comfortable posture, such as sitting or lying. When actual sucking started,
Dude, this is
Neither
not
bear-
real.
There's
This is
no
a troll
way.
article. This is impossible.
I can relate to that a lot.
This is impossible.
Sometimes you gotta adjust.
Yeah. If we
Really, lead researcher, whatever that name is.
this is insane.
It is because of
Developed
deprivation of
because-
maternal suckling.
That the unusual behavior had developed because the bears were orphaned at an early age.
That's
orphan
why.
bears. A couple of gay orphan bears.
This is insane. Can in the video on YouTube, can you post this article in the bio so other people can read this?
Well, I'll put it in.
Yeah. You got it. You have to read this.
I mean, Mike, we linked it from.
In the case reported here, the provider.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's I just.
Dude, there's a whole website of just gay animals.
That last sentence had to have been good. I don't care.
Your laptop
I'm
is
good.
bugging out.
No, it's just
It's just not
you gotta
used to
you gotta
GarageBand.
you gotta look on there.
It's not used to GarageBand. No, but real quick,
I don't
just to reopen and then shut the door on the Facebook thing, because we'll definitely get back to
I don't
that.
even remember what we were talking about. I'm like,
Well, the Facebook
I was gonna
different
say,
like
it sounded like you
Facebook-
guys brought it up and couldn't remember why you wanted to talk
Well,
about it.
that was what you were talking about with the boat, but I remember at one point there
Oh,
was
the
someone
clarinet.
selling a clarinet. It said like lightly used clarinet on Facebook Marketplace, and Jack tags me in it and goes, "Aren't you looking for a lightly used clarinet?" And like, there's just real. I mean, listen.
I used to
anyone,
tag you in stuff
anyone
all the
who-
time,
this is-
but
it's almost like its own version of social media within a social media. It's like Inception. It's like the comedy aspect of Facebook Marketplace for anyone who's aware of it, which should be a good chunk of people. It's the funniest thing to just browse, like, because people will sell shit
unreal.
that are like, dude. I saw one that was like, they were getting rid of, like, 'cause some people will post garbage like, hey, this on the side of the road, like, feel free to take it. Some stuff's in good condition, some stuff's not. I saw one that was just like this old, it was like a chair this big, like for a child, but it was so old, decrepit. It looked like some like fucking weirdo had like kidnapped a kid and kept them tied to this chair for like years. Like this is,
yeah,
it was
it's
like chair by the side of the road, good condition, take it, it's yours. And I just remember
Get
seeing
it
this
outta here.
picture. It's pitch black at night, flash on. It was. I
there's
see it in my head, and
there was
I'm
another one that
visualizing it was so funny.
I
It was
tagged you
crazy.
in that, like, I feel like it's some lady posted something about vandalism or something that like kids did or something, and I forget what the caption was, and like I tagged you and it was like, might be Mike.
Closer.
And I was like, I tagged you, and it was like probably Mike McDavid or something like that. And then like I remember we went back and forth with her for like 4 comments, but I can't remember what it was.
I love those too. Is when people.
I actually like buy it for a second.
Well,
like,
people also will specifically post like, caught these kids ding dong ditching my house. They'll post a ring. They'll post a
they
ring
do it
video
all the
of kids
time.
just ding dong ditching.
it was something like that,
And it's
and
like,
I
it's
tagged
like
him in
parents.
it.
This is why the world is
Look
not what
out.
it should be anymore. Like,
Oh
keep
my
your kids on a
God.
leash, or my husband will like get them next time. Whatever it is,
Yeah.
and you'll have people just like, yeah, they got me too. Really ruined a nice night of sleep. It's like fucking 9. Like you could see the timestamp on the ring video doorbell. It's like 7:45.
My
get
favorite,
a
my
fucking
favorite
life.
thing to do when we did ding dong ditching was in Christmas time when people have the spotlights on their house, on the lawn.
Yeah.
And you ring the doorbell and you stand behind the spotlight, and it was just so bright they can't see you,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll be like at the front door yelling.
There was nothing better than the adrenaline of like being a young kid and knowing that you can pretty much outrun most adults and like doing
And the-
things
and the
that would
fact that they
entitle
did
it like
run
an
after you
adult.
is,
and you
like,
chase
knew you wouldn't end up on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't. That
That's
was
true. I couldn't even imagine. How lame would that be as you get home and your mom's like, I saw you on Facebook today.
I feel like.
Like Mrs.
Ding dong
So-and-so
ditching now?
posted. Yeah, it's
I
like,
feel like that.
ugh.
I feel that if that was like our day
Caught
and
in
age.
4K, Michael, that's your sweatshirt.
If that was like our day and age, you'd be like, let's try to get on Facebook tonight. You know. Let's see whose camera we can show.
I know.
up
I
on.
really feel like we were the last of a dying generation of people. Like we had social media and like the phones when we were older.
before
but,
our
like,
parents had them.
a little bit.
Yeah, but we had like
It was
we
just
had
different.
Facebook.
I had MySpace.
We had Instagram too when we were older, but like it was just there wasn't as much
Instagram
involvement.
was like end of high school.
Yeah, at the very end.
Yeah.
I got Facebook in like 7th or 8th grade.
Yeah. I think it may have
Maybe
been
sixth grade,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe even 6th grade.
I had MySpace at the same time.
Oh, actually, no, that's right. MySpace, we had in
MySpace,
6th grade.
right.
I think
Facebook was
grade.
like 8th grade.
2008, I'd
I
say.
remember 7th or 8th grade.
I would say
for me.
2008 was my Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's when it started.
Yeah, I remember getting flip phones in 6th grade.
Oh, this is the same website. I was gonna say, oh great, now Julie has just gay articles everywhere on her laptop. But I forgot you're on the same website.
Would
I
that
th-
upset Julie?
No,
Thing?
but it would definitely make a question like why, which is understandable.
Oh, this is her laptop?
Well, that's fucked up that I
the-
just did that because it is mine, but she uses it all the time.
It's a
and now
family
I've convinced
laptop.
myself.
Okay.
It's the family laptop.
Mia
that's the
uses
point,
it sometimes too.
Me was dressed as a banana. That's Mike's
yeah. Bear
dog.
gay culture.
She changed halfway through the party though into like a banana
Jammies.
She got embarrassed.
jammies. Yeah.
Footy jammies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was all over
She
the
did
place.
so good. She actually. Anyone
turned
who has
into a little
dog
party
and loves
girl.
dogs, like I know that you guys don't anymore, but like like you just like love your dog. It's like your child. Like you just love it more than anything in the world.
It's my
Or at least I
brother.
can speak for myself.
My
Maybe
brother
not.
and his wife they take it to a new level.
No, it's just I think it's normal. But anyway, listen. So
This day and
Mia,
age, yeah.
Mia stayed
There's
up with
probably
me.
some crazy.
Mia stayed up for the whole party because she was dogs. It's not like they're gonna go to Mia. She's like a dog on crack. Like she's not gonna just like sleep and take it easy when the party's going.
Oh yeah.
So she's up crazy the whole night. Anytime I'm up, she's up. So I pass
She's
out
got to
at like
protect the house.
Yeah.
She's a guard dog.
something like
She's
that.
the
So I pass
bouncer.
out at 5:30, something like that. I pass out at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. That's when I brought her up with me, and then we wake up at 8 o'clock till like just the people screaming at each other, leaving the house. So then the rest of us kind of get up and just start recanting the night. So Mia's up with us too. And I'm talking to Julie once everyone's gone, just like, man, I'm so tired, I can't wait to sleep. And I'm looking at this poor dog, and Mia at this point is like playing with the toys, and I'm like, how is she staying awake?
Oh, she's
like,
still going?
She was like up and going, like just got herself cooking again. And I was thinking, I feel so bad for this dog, and this is where the love for your dog comes in. Once me and her like laid down and hit the sheets, and like I passed out and she passed out, like I said, people kept knocking on the door, and I had to keep getting up. Every time I get this dog, she's like flat as a board, out cold. And like my love for this dog, I was just so happy that she like
finally went to sleep.
It was just like I'm so happy that she is just resting and enjoying it. I feel like a parent. Anyway, that's the dog segment of the day. I love my dog.
No, it's my brother and his wife take it to a new level. All right, I'll give you an example. So this is a weird thing, but I think in our lifetime, dogs, like their eyes have adjusted to TVs.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And so their dog obviously will like bark at the TV, and like he like immediately notices when there's like dogs on the TV. So when they first got him, probably like the first year they had him, when they left the house, they would put him in the cage, and she would put Netflix on in front of the cage for him to watch while they were gone.
That
what was he binging?
might be
I would have to ask.
some user error, maybe.
What do you mean?
That just seems like a little extreme to put a TV in front of the cage.
That's why I brought it up.
Would he
That's
freak
why I
out?
said this.
Would he freak out when it got to the point like, are you still watching?
Yeah,
No, there's nothing he can do.
Pissed.
Good
Good
question, actually. This is a legitimate question. Did he have his own like user profile?
I would not.
Imagine it was just like Paw Patrol and like all the Airbuds.
John
and that
Oliver.
Was it. Yeah.
There's-
John Oliver. Yeah, not what I was thinking. Old Yeller.
I wouldn't be surprised. You know how like Netflix has
months.
like, there's regular Netflix and then there's Netflix Kids or whatever.
Yeah, dog Netflix.
Because
comes down the pipe.
my TV upstairs, I remember there's like an app on there. It's like dog TV. I don't know what it is, but it's just like, oh, put this on when you go out. Your dog can watch it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mia's not like that. What's good about our house is she has that baby.
got her under
She doesn't
control.
watch TV. She's more of a reader.
Yeah, I was just gonna.
Yeah, she likes reading. No, she's like me. She likes audiobooks. She can't read. She just likes to listen to the audiobooks.
Yeah.
But
Just like her father.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
crazy. That's funny.
It's insane.
That's funny.
How they are with that dog.
I mean, listen, people love their dogs more than they love each other sometimes.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, I mean, listen, a dog, Mia's never bitched at me.
Yeah.
I've never bitched at I bitched at Mia, but
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not true.
yeah, no, I shit talk that dog often.
Yeah.
Give her a
well,
bath today.
Really?
Means nothing, yeah. Just clean. Smells
She
good.
ate it.
No, she loves baths.
Interesting.
Baths. Mhm. She loves them. She loves
Don't you hate how they will often you bathe them and then they immediately just try and fucking roll around?
She
and
doesn't
shit?
do that, but she'll like immediately like want to
That's
go
annoying.
out to
It's-
the bathroom.
I don't appreciate that when dogs do that.
No, that's it.
Well,
It's
Dogs want to be dirty.
yeah.
I think it's
Mia likes to be clean. Mia's a princess.
the soap on their skin probably irritates them. That's what used to happen to Madison. She used to hate the soap. I used to buy her special soap because like they're not exposed to shampoo and shit as much as we are.
This is
You know.
one of the problems with the dogs. You can't
So, like,
reason
when-
with it and tell like I just gave you a bath. You should
Yeah.
appreciate that
They
and
don't- they
respect
don't
me.
respond to
They're
reason
like,
at all.
whoa, I feel funny. I have to roll in my own shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Dude, remember the dog you had growing up that would fucking
Rascal. Yeah.
Gaskell.
Yes.
We had him for we talk about him like often. It's pretty funny.
Like you had him for years.
terribly
You had him
much.
for
We
what,
had him
2
for
weeks?
Like 2 years, if that.
That
He was
after that
cute.
He was a boxer. It was a great looking dog. Like it was.
He was,
if you
yeah.
guys remember, like he was
I
not like a
think
thick
I barely
boxer.
met him.
He was skinny, athletic, like obviously young because we only had him for a couple years, but he just had like stomach problems and just like it's just,
From eating all his own shit.
Did he die or
no. So I thought that like growing like when you grow
Finally,
up,
you, like,
your
realize,
parents,
like, huh.
tell you the dog's going to the farm, like you think it's going to a farm, and you find out like oh no, like the dog got put down. No, he like went to a farm, like, and I think like lived out his days.
He's still
fine.
fooled.
Like
They still got him.
yeah, there's a good chance they still
Till this
got
day,
him.
his parents will never admit that they actually did it.
No, there's a good chance. That's so funny. That's perfect.
Oh wow, hook, line, and sinker
Listen.
on this one.
Listen. If I'm anything, it's gullible. You know that. I am naive and gullible as can
One
be.
day, God forbid, when Prince is on his deathbed, he's gonna be like, Michael, I gotta tell you something. You remember Rascal?
Oh, you know what? You know what Prince did tell me, Paul?
You didn't go to that damn farm.
You're gonna love this one. That might happen. We had 2 cockatiels, which are like birds
I
that are like
remember
this big.
Oh, I remember those
Dexter
too.
and
Prince let them go. They didn't fly out of their cage.
he's probably like,
He
fuck
was
these
sick
things.
of them.
Yeah,
I
he's
would've
like,
done the
fuck
same.
that. He told me, he's like, oh yeah, we were cleaning the cage one day. I just opened it up and just whoop, see you
You
later.
were pretty upset about that.
Yeah, well, it was probably a smart move. They'd still be alive right now, and I'd be
You
like,
had all
what the
sorts
fuck
of
am I doing with
animals.
a bird?
You had all sorts of animals growing up, though.
Well, because my grandpa and
He
my
probably
mom.
saw how you would like and kiss with that bird, and he was like, "No son of mine's kissing birds," and he let it go.
Oh, birds are cute. I don't know. It would sit on my shoulder, and you kind of like, what's up?
Did you ever have a cat?
No. I
That's
think
one-
maybe someone's allergic to cats. I don't know.
That's what
No, not
Paul's,
you.
Paul's allergic, so you guys never had
In
a
our
cat.
family. No, fucking A.
Your parents are like, Paul's literally here all the time. We can't get rid of him, so we probably shouldn't get a cat.
That would have been a funny reason to get a cat.
His parents definitely.
They're probably like, maybe we should
His
get a cat.
parents did think like that at a certain point for sure.
Definitely.
I was at your house all the time, and I was a little menace as a kid. I'm sure they got.
They were probably like, should
very
we
sick of
move?
me.
Yeah.
God damn it, Paul's coming over again.
Probably gonna
No,
be here for 3 days.
no, we didn't have a cat. Although, if you remember some of the on my dad's property, we have a couple rental like units. We call them cottages, and one of the tenants had a cat. Remember Dan? Jackie's dad had a cat.
Oh yeah, dude.
And Lana had a cat.
Oh, okay.
So we've had cats like in our like, and actually just because the fucking property was so big, and cats are just like
That's a good.
roaming animals.
good
like,
place
we've
for a
had
cat
them
orgy.
on the property. Like we've had cats.
Cats are
that-
little shitheads, but
Some of them are cool.
I
but some-
learned to appreciate them.
I hope you don't take this as like as an offense. I think that you would be like someone who a cat would be good for, because I feel like you don't like dogs are a lot of work, and sometimes they're a
Yeah.
lot of affection, and like sometimes
And
you're
also,
not
I
feeling it. I feel
became
like cats,
allergic to them at age 26 for some reason.
Oh, really?
Really.
Didn't
Well,
you?
Mia's
You had
like
a
a-
cat, didn't you?
Mia
in
is
Tennessee.
Yeah,
a hypoallergenic dog. Like you can get dogs now that are like pillows. They just don't. I don't know. They don't make you sneeze. I don't understand how
They're
it
like
works.
pillows.
Well, because there's
Mia's one of
hypoallergenic
these
pillows.
because my eyes get watery and shit around Mia.
Probably because you're emotional because she's such a cutie.
Probably you're right.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. But no, yeah. Grew up with a dog. Always loved dogs. Never had an issue with a dog. Age 26. And also just flipped because I moved to Tennessee and
You had cats.
I had 2 cats, but I got treated for it. I got allergy shots. Remember I almost
really?
I remember I almost died from them.
No.
Was it killed by a cat?
You almost died from allergy shots because you had a cat.
Yeah, they gave me too high of a dose. And
Really?
I
Did your like throat close?
yeah,
Did you have to
and
get
I was
EpiPen?
my skin yeah.
Really?
Was it at the doctor's office?
So I
You may have hid this from us because
No, I definitely told you about it. Yeah,
No,
I
I
got
remember.
allergy shots, and it was kind of this ghetto little like family clinic. And
someone's
like an
house.
EMO
I
type
remember,
thing?
I remember when I like had like a consultation with a doctor. They were like, "Yeah, whenever you get the shot, stay there for 30 minutes to make sure you're okay."
You're like, fuck that.
I did them for like 2 months, and this family clinic never made me stay. And so I was like, "Yeah, that's probably some bullshit." One day,
Oh, wait, you had to take like repeated doses of this?
it was like once a month or something like that. Yeah.
And you had already gotten a couple at this point.
Yeah, I was like
Oh,
halfway through
okay.
it probably.
Okay.
And I think this was like a time they upped the dose. And I got the shot, left right away, went to work. Remember like 20 minutes later, almost at work.
At the comedy club or somewhere else?
That's when I was working at that church.
Ooh. Hey, House of God's not a bad place to have an allergic reaction.
But literally I like was just feeling like progressively like worse and worse. And I walked in and they're like I remember I walked in, I just went, "Hey, I think I need to go to the hospital."
Just like, oh, sorry.
And he looked at me, he's like, "Yeah, your skin's red." I like was literally like breaking out. And I go to a hospital, the nearest hospital. I sit there, I had to wait for like 10 minutes. I go into a place, one nurse comes in, and I like explained to him the whole situation. He puts a little thing into my wrist, and he's like looking at a screen, and he just goes, "All right, I'll be right back." Walks out, comes back with like 5 nurses. They all come in.
They hold you down.
No,
That's
but
got to make you feel good.
he literally just EpiPenned me out of nowhere. Like it was literally just like
well, the EpiPen
it
is
was like
the
5
universal.
seconds. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna hit you with this."
I don't know what's in it, but that is
then-
the universal cure for like obviously a reaction. So they probably figured like we definitely gotta like get whatever reaction it is down. But you probably also walked in like like usually you know what your allergies are. You know what I mean? I'm sure that obviously you told them that you had this injection, but like usually you know what your allergies are when you go into a doctor. That's why I'm sure you guys have been to the hospital. They ask you like, do you have any allergies to medication, stuff like that. You probably walked in like, I don't know what's going on, and they were like, all right, we got to quell this, and then we got to try to like figure
Well,
out.
I told
what
them
it
like
is.
I'm having allergy shots, yada yada yada.
Okay, because I'm curious why. Yeah, then they were bringing
So
5
then
doctors.
what happened? You were fine after that?
I fell asleep for like 3 hours. And,
At the hospital?
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
And then woke
give
up,
you
felt
IVs?
better. It was fine. Got out of work.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you collect a paycheck from them, or no? They didn't hook you up.
No, I was paid hourly.
Fucking high, man.
Yeah. Goddamn churches. That's how they fucking get you.
Yeah.
All those donations aren't enough. Huh?
No excuse for anybody.
Not enough.
Yeah.
How long are we at, Paul, right now?
I don't know. GarageBand is giving me
One-
bars and beats, like we're recording music.
I was gonna say I'm looking at the same thing you are.
1,503.
Yeah.
1,500.
And we're in the key of C major also.
I have no idea what any of that means.
C major. Really?
I
Is
think
your
we.
phone recording? I guess
It's got to be at least an hour.
I think we're at about 50. I think we saw it
You want me to
around
go get some more
8:30.
beers for the phone?
Yeah, one more.
Please. Can you grab me a Kona, please? Hey, what's the... It's not recording.
No way.
Paul.
I definitely hit it. 0.0.0. Are you fucking serious?
What's this? I mean, hey, listen, M3 is all audio.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Maybe it stopped.
All right, I think we'll end it there.
Yeah, that's enough for this one.
Episode 3.